Bill's a little difficult to deal with. Aren't you, Bill? Bill? Oh, the crowd, the crowd says, can you go back to Canada? No, come back. We might need you for a little while. Let us use you for 2 hours, and then you can go back.
Get my Canada dry.
He got a Canada dry.
We using this one? That's it, I quit. We had to fix an amp, so. That's why we can't have nice things. How's everybody doing? Welcome to the Velvet Note. You probably don't know this, but this is one of the top 100 jazz clubs in the world. And also, I lost my percussion player. That's it for our first set. First thing I want to do is thank you guys for coming out and supporting live music. You know, I mean, live music has always been important, especially through this pandemic. You know, it's been a struggle for everybody, especially musicians. We all live in a van down by the river, so. I'd like to have a moment of silence. found these guys. They were just hanging outside. I said, "You guys play music?" You guys mind if I introduce the band? Safil, have you met? On my far left, we've been working together for about 20 years on different projects. And such a great player, I won't let him go. I don't tell him that. I say, just keep hanging around, you'll get better. Born in Japan and from all over the rest of the world, Brazil and Ethiopia and Africa. Put your hands together for Mr. Asa'ala. Where were you born? Australia. On drums, sitting in with us tonight, fantastic drummer. Amazing drummer. We just met. We did. And he's killing it. You know, and that's the beautiful thing about music. You know, it's a language, which I'll talk about 30 minutes later. Tehran T on drums. From Atlanta, right?
Yes.
Now that's a rarity. And then on bass guitar, we're twins. Great brother, loves music, lives for it, and just comes over and hangs out. We play music all the time. Has been a great friend. Because we're like a family up here. We're not just, oh man, we got a gig, you know. But we live for this. We die without it. You know, so bass guitar from Ethiopia, Africa, Fasil Wahid. And one of our new members of the band, who's we've actually adopted.
We kidnapped.
We kidnapped him. Yeah, it's actually a really.
We won't let him go home.
Yeah, he's stuck with us. So, and Fasil actually said, "Hey man, you got to try this keyboard player. Can he come out and sit in?" And you know, we're kind of like a Miles Davis kind of thing. It's, you know, we don't stress over that. If you're a musician, come hang out and play. You know, because then you got to take from your heart to really get the music happening. So he's done some gigs with us now, and he's a permanent member of the band. Also from Ethiopia. Put your hands together for Kiyoru.
And that's Bill.
My name's Bill. And I'm from Canada, so in Canada, Bill's like kind of one of those hip names, like Asa or Fasida. Yes, they say I'm B. Anyway, everything we're playing tonight is original, except for the ones that aren't. We haven't played any of those yet. So the first song we played was entitled All I Know. And that was off. We have 6 CDs out now. We did one, and then we have 5 of the best of. So we've been fortunate to be able to record 6 CDs. And All I Know is off of our 4th CD called Touch of Blue, which before you guys leave tonight, I've got CDs for everybody. Okay, and it's not a sales pitch. It's we do take donations. You know, nothing less than $100 bill. But you know, it's you know, if you take it, you listen to it. That just means the world for us. You know, so and the second song was off the first record we did. The title of the first record was called "Watch the Sky." And if you know the great sax player Sam Skelton, he's on that record. He always refers to it as "Watch This Guy." So, and the title of that song track was called "Beachside Isle." You know, and people ask, well, how do you name your songs? There's no words. Well, I was on the beach when I wrote that one. This next song is called Stub My Toes. So, anyway, we really appreciate you guys coming out. It means the world to us to feel like we're alive again with supporting live music and being able to perform for you guys. You're actually all part of the band, so without you guys, the place would be empty. I figured that out by myself. I didn't even use my calculator on that one. So thank you very much. And give yourself a round of applause for coming out. one was titled "Look Out for June." I wrote it in June. Okay, the song we just played was called "Look Out for June." The one we're about to do now is called "What Are You Doing?" And the story behind this song is I have a mentor that I've become very close friends with for over 30 years now. And growing up, he was my hero. And we really, let's see, Canada's calling me. One of my favorite musicians of all time, probably on the top of the list, because of what he's done for music and the influence he has had on not just jazz, but music in general, is my favorite artist, who is no longer with us, which is Miles Davis. You know, if you know the history behind what a lot of these guys not only went through, you know, they weren't, you know, they struggled, like always in this industry. But the thing with Miles is, in the 50s, he was, you know, one of the best bebop trumpet players around. And, you know, was really responsible for guys like Coltrane and Charlie Parker playing in his band and, you know, getting on the scene. And then in the 60s, he started this movement called the cool jazz era, you know? And us musicians like to call it the heroin era. It was kind of like when everything just kind of slowed down, from what I read. And in the 70s, he was put out the first record considered to be what was called a fusion record. And started fusion. And people always ask me what fusion is. And we're kind of an international fusion band. You know, and it's really, I like to play rock and I like to play jazz. You know, amongst other styles like, you know, Latin music and African music. Polkas, yeah. In the shower. Nobody's looking. Well, oh, that sounded weird. Okay. Why did you bring me there? Okay. Anyway, the idea was mixing these styles together, fusing them. And in the 70s, the guitar player on the first fusion record that Miles did, does anybody know the name of that record? Bitches Brew, yeah. Bitches Brew, yep. It was a double album. And for the millennials, that's the big round things that have these grooves in them. You'd get two of them. And on both sides had music. Anyway, John McLaughlin was the guitar player that introduced Miles Davis to Jimi Hendrix. And they were supposed to start recording and doing some music together, which is, if there was one thing in this world I would have liked to seen happen, that would have been it. But unfortunately, Hendrix had passed away before they got the opportunity to do that. And then Miles wanted a guitar player that could play rock like Hendrix, but also play jazz changes. And the guy that got that gig was Mike Stern. And Mike Stern's been the guy that I've been friends with for about 30 years. It's been kind of a mentor. So when he was in Atlanta, you know, he every time he comes through, he stays at my house. So we're really good friends. It's not like, you know, I had a guy one time that was said he knew Ron Carter or something. Oh yeah, we're really good friends. I said, really? Wow, you gotta hook me up. I'd love to meet this guy. So yeah, we keep in touch every week. I said, really? Wow, how did you know him? Well, we're Facebook friends. Wait a minute, that doesn't count, does it? Anyway, while Mike was staying here, I was able to I was in the middle of recording a record that Mike is on a couple of tunes, and the tune we're about to play, called "What Are You Doing," is one of the tunes that Mike also played on, which is one of the CDs you guys will get tonight. So this is called "What Are You Doing?" Oh, and how do you get the title of that? Well, when Mike was such a big hero, you know, I respected him so much. It'd be like at 3 in the morning, I'd knock on the door while he was in the spare room sleeping, and I was, "Hey, Mike, you know that thing you did with Brecker? What are you doing?" Anyway. I left. It was the last day yesterday, and I'm never ever going back to this job after what this guy said to me.
Bill, what'd he say?
He said I was fired.
Thank